It is Whiskey Wednesday time here, and this playlist needs some serious love because it might be in jeopardy of leaving DG360 forever. Let me just say that again. It might be at risk of leaving DG360 forever. Listen, I love my whiskeys, and I understand that there's people out there that aren't really into the whiskey and the alcohol, and I completely understand that, and good for you. That is a healthy path. But me and my Irish, well, we like whiskey. And if you like DG360, maybe stick around and learn some things. You can learn more than just, what you think, which is to drink and get drunk. It's not really about that. It's about the tastes, the savory tastes, the pops that you get. You want to become a sommelier. You want to learn how to distill. You want to learn how to craft beer. Maybe you don't, but it's interesting as hell to watch. So on Whiskey Wednesday, every Wednesday on DG360, we put these on the playlist. Let's see what the Whiskey Tribe is up to now. It says, can desert island whiskey save your life? The answer is always yes.
So if you have enough whiskey conversations, eventually somebody's going to ask, well, what is your desert island whiskey? If you're going to have unlimited whiskey, like there's a giant wreck.
Okay, that's a trick question because mine would not be whiskey. It would be rum. I would have to go with rum. If I was deserted on an island, I would actually have to pick rum over whiskey. Only on an island. If I am deserted in a frozen tundra place, I'm going with whiskey. Okay, so first off, let's just set the record straight. Okay, I understand they're the Whiskey Tribe and they got to talk about whiskey most times and beer, but they should have really mentioned this, that if you're on a very hot island in that temperate zone where it's really, really hot near the equator, you rum. It's rum. Okay, if you're in a really cold place or a crisp fall area or a nice summer day, even a good summer day, not too hot, a whiskey.
Ship on this island, but it's only one kind of whiskey. What would that one kind of whiskey be to you in that perfect world? And then some clever nut, may or may not be named Steven, says, I wouldn't choose whiskey. I would choose water because.
Well, water is the incorrect answer. We're on Whiskey Wednesday, but he might as well just say this about me for saying rum. I feel like he's directly talking to me.
Because you need water to survive. It's like, that's not the question. But in the best of both worlds, you'd be able to have your one desert island whiskey and turn it into drinkable water if you wanted to. Maybe, and it definitely will go flawlessly. This is just the best, most reasonably thought out video we've ever done. First things first, I saw this really cool video on the internet. Right here, see? If you have 2 glass bottles and a campfire, then you can use it to purify water in whatever situation you happen to be in, either like nasty bog water or salt water. So, proof of concept, we're going to knock that out real quick, and then we're going to see if we can use this same very, very primitive form of distillation to pull alcohol out of a beer. I am on a hot
Science. I feel like I'm watching Mr. Wizard right now. I love it.
Plate right now, and this is a stand-in for our fire. Those are lined up perfectly. You have a nice seal. This is going to get up to boiling point. It's going to simmer. It's going to evaporate, and it's going to travel across into this cooler glass that you are not heating. If this works, then it's a good proof of concept to see if we can pull some alcohol, just straight alcohol, out of a beer.
I'm loving the science. Very Mr. Wizard.
We're gonna check how things landed. That is all of the way hot.
Wow.
Oh yeah, check it out. We got a swig of water. That looks nice and clear. Got a glass. It's absolutely pure. So in order to have this proof of concept apply to pulling alcohol out of a beer, we want the ethanol to evaporate, which happens at 173, but we don't want the water to evaporate. We just want to carry over that ethanol. We're going to use a sous vide, and we're going to dial in the temperature exactly and see if we can pull ethanol out of a beer and leave the water behind. According to the internet, which is always flawless in its knowledge. If we can get this down to between 2% ABV on the upper end, like 4% ABV, then the liquid will be more hydrating than dehydrating. Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. This is a 9% alcohol by volume. Yeah. Oh, come on, that was really good. That's exactly what I wanted on purpose. These are looking pretty good. I have the shoulder of this bottle in the water. We need a tight seal between these two bottles so none of the gas, the vapor is escaping. Tight, tight. Tight, 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 tight. This is off.
Territory's not gonna work, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Good idea though, but it's fucking stupid.
So we are at the temperature where allegedly we should be getting ethanol vapors coming off of this liquid. I see a little bit of condensation inside of the neck of here, but I'm not seeing much liquid. This is not working.
You hear Brianna laughing in the background. They should put like a rubber. They should put like a rubber gasket around this. I feel like if they had some type of rubber sleeve, they could put around for a better seal.
So if you really take a step back and look at what's going on, this is way too futzy. We just need to get the booze out of this. And if booze evaporates before water, what if we just stuck a damn bottle in the campfire and let the booze go right out the top? In a survival situation, you don't have access to arms and sous vides and electronics. You don't have access to perfectly sized boxes to hold everything just the right place. The only thing you have access to is a hot plate and your nuts. This is gonna be your stand-in for the fire because, hey, we're inside and I don't know, people complain when I start fires in here.
There's a burn, Pam.
Look, man, we're in. Could this glass bottle totally break and spill all over the electronics? No. And the first things are going to be coming off that evaporation supposedly is going to be the alcohol. So will we burn off some of the water? Yes. But what we're left with should be just water, or at least a really, really low ABV. Oop, there we go, it's nice and hot. Hey, you want to do this with a whiskey too? So let's say you have nothing but Crown Royal salted caramel. See if we can get some boilage going on here. I'm a trained professional, by the way. So we got a good beer, flavored whiskey. And you know what? If you have unlimited booze and access to a fire, then you could potentially survive indefinitely. Maybe we're gonna check the concept right here.
Sometimes
like it actually
foreshadowing
happens.
is relatively obvious.
Today's episode is sponsored by Fume.
Brianna, what is Fume?
Fume is an innovative, award-winning device.
Right.
See, now this is how shill is done correctly. You know, like when we watch a lot of these videos that you find here in the Discord, you're linking all the time, the algorithms, that's what I call you. What you guys do is you find these videos that are amazing to watch, and some of them have like a shill. And that shill is very salad vibes, we call it. This shill is actually I can tolerate the shill.
Right, so it's not
Peace out,
electronic.
Mary.
Instead of vapor,
Thanks
it
for
uses
joining us
flavored
today.
air, and it comes with a
We
whole bunch
love
of
you.
different
Have a
flavors.
good day,
I like
Mary.
to use it while I'm reading my book. I'm a fidgety person.
A little twitchy. Now this lives on my desk, and I'm just reaching for it whenever I want a nice little dose of the flavor, and they come with
Yes.
some nice flavors.
Sparkling grapefruit, we got raspberry lemon, we got orange vanilla. These are the 3 new ones. I'm rocking the orange vanilla because that shit is fire. So the flavors come in these cores, right? I've got
Brianna's
the
the
orange
perfect
vanilla in right
spokesman
now.
for
I
this.
take this little bud off and then I take my core out.
Yeah, so slide it right in.
Slide her in.
Did Brianna did she just sniff?
Come in these cores, right?
here?
I've got the orange vanilla in right now. I take this little bud off and then I take my core out.
Yes.
Oh. She's so very serious about it too. Sniff a sniff, 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 sniff.
So slide it right in.
Slide her in,
Boom.
and then boom.
I actually am pretty impressed that they made this magnetic. It's just.
Minty, man. Woo! It's natural. It's not bad for you chemicals. It's natural.
You got the core on the inside, and you want to fidget with it. The little airflow thing on the end. Come on. It's good.
So it's got great weight to it. It's real nice and hefty. It ain't no.
Wow.
Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup
they're
from
good at the
destructive
show.
habits.
I don't
You can do
mind
that by
a show
picking up
like
the
this.
Journey Pack today. You're gonna go to tryfume.com/whiskey tribe or scan the QR.
Okay, they're real genius at the show. Like the thing is the whiskey tribe is very genius at the show. They really are.
Theories as to why that didn't work. I think the vapor is probably getting trapped up in this shoulder and just condensing and dropping back down here before it could get over into that other bottle and cool off. So your theories as to why that didn't work, let's put it in the comments. Also, what's your desert island whiskey? Comments below. In the previous,
I think it has to do with the seals between the two bottles. They need to, like, I'm actually shocked because he's a distiller. He's like a master distiller. Like there should actually be no like gap. Even though you've pushed the bottles close together, there's still gonna be like some type of leak.
setup, we were at temperature and this had some vapor. It was so little. We just have a few drops down at the bottom. Try this out. Wow, it's actually really good. Holy hell.
Right.
That may be worth circling back to someday because that was clear, but carried with it a tremendous amount of the flavor, which is surprising, which is good. So maybe we'll circle back to this someday if we want to explore. For right now, we're gonna see if we can keep your ass alive. Priorities, we're trying to survive. This is our stand-in fire. We're putting our bottles directly in the fire. So the foam in this is already creeping up to the top. We may have some spillover, which is fine. Because that's why Brianna is here to clean up.
What?
She didn't do anything.
What?
Here we go.
Oh, it is, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, the very shape
Yeah, I
of
hope
the
the glass
bottles.
doesn't break. That would be
Right, Mad Style.
Really unfortunate.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it needed. So the boiling just started on the Crown Royal caramel. We can see some steam coming off. I'm layering my safety goggles, so I'm fine. Don't try this at home. Trained professional, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Just kids fucking with shit, man. Like it's just like at the end of the day, it's just kids fucking with shit, man. We did this since we were young. We all did this since we were young. You know you did.
This is fine.
He just never stopped.
This is what
Lucky
I wanted.
bastard.
Oh, look at the bubbles. Oh, look at the wiggle on that, man. That is, oh my gosh. Oh, this is, all right, this is.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good what's happening down there.
This is too low of a proof to likely catch on fire. Remind you of the objective here. If this is 35% ABV.
Oh man. Oh my God, man. This is.
If this is 35% ABV.
We gotta slow mo this, man. We gotta get this on slow mo for real.
Remind you of the objective here. If this is 30.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
5% ABV.
Freaking Brianna, man. Brianna in the background screaming like that hysterically in slow-mo is very scary. It's like some crazy alien cry on a video game, dude. Like, you know, like you just, I think I heard that on Mass Effect 3, dude. I think I heard that sound effect on Mass Effect 3. Yeah, man.
And oh, yeah, our light got a little. You want to see what happened to the Crown Royal? There you go.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
That got all over me too.
Oh, wow.
Those Crown Royale bottles.
Where's the puddle?
Yeah, you want to gather up?
It's everywhere.
You think if it's named Crown Royale that they do a better job at that glass?
This is super hot beer.
We learned something today about
We're
Crown
going
Royale.
to get an ABV measurement.
Inferior glass from Crown Royale. Very disappointed by you, Crown Royale. You know, very, very disappointed. The glass kiln, you know, we need just a better glass being blown from them kilns over at Crown.
On that bad boy right there.
Need to get pulled over.
Dude, you kidding me? Look at me, man.
They
That's all Crown Royal salted caramel. Smell like an alcoholic and a diabetic. For the record, we had our fire suppression stuff ready to go. It was checked last week, so this is 182% ABV. Speaking of having way too much alcohol, the dry week, the quarterly challenge in the Whiskey Tribe is coming up.
Yeah, probably gonna be skipping that. Oh, I did. Did I, Pepe? I did skip that? Okay, we skipped that. Pepe and I confirmed we did skip that. Be responsible, kids. Be responsible.